Grady has them super specialized troll foots. Grady has them super specialized troll foots. Grady has them super specialized troll foots. Manny Manson's gonna get his ass. What's up, everybody? Grady doesn't want to do dungeons, and he doesn't think it's a thing. He doesn't think it's a big deal. He doesn't think Minnie thinks about it. He thinks that that's me being paranoid. Oh, and that's me getting fired. Instead, I'll get stoned, arrive late, and pretend that I'm tired. You guys know that song? I'm just a cashier in a convenience store, selling cigarettes and beers between cleaning floors. I seen it all without leaving this counter space. People, freaks, demons, and creatures from outer space. I got your path to paradise. You guys know that one? Yeah. Grady's gonna come up. He'll share it. Grady, that super troll. What an a-hole, man. Pablo Picasso never had to say he was an asshole. Come on, Grady. Come on up. They don't know what they need. A poison apple. I don't care. Just choke up on the seed. Come on up, Grady, man. Let's sing that song. I mean, let's share that song, right? Let's have some fun up here for a minute. It's Saturday, but I figured, Grady, you know how I don't come up on Saturday because I worry about the weird little kids? Well, look, man, it was Lent, yesterday or Friday or whatever. It's not Lent anymore. That's cool. I mean, it's still Lent, but it's not Friday of Lent. It's not the purple stick. It's the white stick. And here I go again. That's what White Stick said. Here I go. Wow, 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 wow. Coverdale said. Wow, wow. Here I. Come on, Grady. You super troll. Let's see if you can play that. The cashier song. That'd be nice. You pretend like you can't find shit? Or no, you can't find shit. Okay. Cheers. I ain't wasting no more time. I know I wasn't supposed to prompt you about that, right? Well, yeah, you could look at, you know. I forgot to ask my wife if she brought cigarettes. My wife, Jesus Christ, that's okay. I'll roll it. It's funny, though, that I forgot to ask. Come on, Grady, join up, man. Join up. 1984, knocking at your door. That's the Feeders. You know the Feeders, Teachers in Space? Teachers in Space, the Feeders. It's a grand fucking record right there. Get it. Check it out. Check it out. Gonna be a fucking goober about it. Yeah, so I forgot to ask her, so I guess I'm on Rollies. That's cool. I love Rollies. Grand artist of the tobacco smack. Have very, winter dry thumbs. What up, kids? Come on in. Come on in. Grady, please join in. Oh, do I have to send you an email? I didn't think I did. We're back in, Grady. I'm sorry. Last time I did it, just straight YouTube. You said your phone wouldn't work for it. That's okay. Come on up here. Come on up here. Cause I ain't wasting no more time. Here I go again on my own. Going down the only road I've ever known. Whatever. Anyway, but I know what it means to walk along the lonely straight of dreams. Oh. All right, here we go. So the first time when you did come up, Grady, I'm sorry, I have to re-roll these fucks, you know? Stupid fucking raw papers. They're cheap enough at a penny a paper, but and they say don't waste even a one. Don't waste even a one. Well, don't hassle me so much. Anyways, what I'm gonna do is what I intended to do earlier today, which is play music, right? Okay, so we're going to listen to. Hmm, hmm. We're gonna listen to SHGP. This is not BOP. I'm sorry for. This is SHGP. Okay, we're gonna listen to Dukes of Hazard and Slap Your Mammy by Devo. It's a conjoined song. We're gonna listen. Yo, what's going on? We're listening to SHGP right now. Jimmy's in it, I'm in it, Evan's in it, and you know, what's fucked our soup. Yeah, the little slash on this song will be a Devo cover, so check it out.
Take that fucking blueberry out of your ear and listen. Alright? You stupid kids, you. You don't understand anything today. Burn your fucking SIM cards. You don't need them.
How would you like to suck my balls?
Yo, Care Bear, how you doing? I was definitely in Care Bear. I was definitely in for as long as I could be. I had to go take care of some shit over here with the kids. Sorry about that. You know, I'm sure you understand. Okay, because you got kids too. I just had to run out for that. Ooh, Riza is live. Everybody, go watch Riza too. You know, that's nice. How you doing tonight, Care Bear? Cheers. I mean, I got to see you, so that was cool. You never know what's gonna come up, right? You never know what's gonna come up. I just have full respect and full time for them, man. I'll drop everything for them. You know, any of them. You pulled cards. Oh wow. Okay, well, what did they say, Karen? Oh my gosh. She woke up from an horrible dream. An horrible dream. I'm speaking like I'm old English. Jessica woke up from an horrible dream. Jessica Ralston 211 woke up from an horrible dream. Care Bear pulled cards for me. This is what we have to do. Yes, I have lots of swords. I'm always slinging swords. 10 of swords. But when I've got the 10 of swords, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the link for both of you beautiful, nice ladies, and you can come up and we'll talk about it, eh? We'll talk about it, Jessica. We'll talk about it. Care Bear, just put it there, okay? Oh shit, that's a YouTube thing. That ain't it. That ain't right. Let's delete that. That ain't even it. That ain't even right. Let's go again. So many swords. I've almost dropped my 2 of cups. My 2 of cups is my wife. My wife needs to get back into the fucking mix with her 2 of cups. I just got a very sharper theme to throw into my cups. I'll tell you one thing, I just sharpened my theme to throw into my cups. If you're not scared by my wand, don't forget that I have a book and a bell. I'll show you the book and I'll ring the bell. Ding, 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 ding. I bet that'll get you the goat. Anyways, you guys can join up. That'd be awesome. What's up? Yeah, give you 5 minutes. Yeah. Of course, of course. You just got off? Oh, yeah. Okay. Are we going to put on new makeup? I'll put on new makeup too, right? Oh, I better turn off my goddamn notifications. So, Ravi is live. I mean, excuse me. Damn it. I forgot. I mean, I'm so sorry. I don't want to say it wrong. Stinkbug is also live. I got to turn off my notifications just so I can be. Riza is live. Riza. Okay. That's what I'm saying. Do I have to redo my makeup? Is that what we're doing? Okay. But anyways, I'm just kidding. But Riza and Stinkbug are live. I want to give them the respect. I said Sinkbug. Oh my gosh, I feel so bad. I know. I'm just a clown. I mean, I'm just playing around, Karen. You know. Sorry. Let me do this right. I will put on new makeup later, man. It's funny that you pulled my cards at lunch. That's really cool. Let's find out what they are. But it's also funny that Jeff was asking me about fingernails because I'm very into the French tip, the white tips, and I would like them to be, I said purple, but maybe more like lavender, kind of. Anyway, that's what I'm into. That's what I would do, I mean, if I had. Boom! I'm all broken. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Let me look at this. Boom, but boom, 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 boom. Yeah, it looks good. It looks good. You can be hearing me, right? Yes. Sorry, I mess up that one all the time. There's the join in link again. About to log on. Awesome, awesome. I just shared it up again. I'm going to try to be as quiet as I can. Still smoking a joint over here. Respectful, quiet, joint smoking Joe. Let's go. G.I. Joe G. G.I. Joe G O G. Trying to be the best, man. Of myself, not of you guys. You guys are better, or if you want to be. Jessica, also don't hesitate to join up. If I get told about my cards, man, I got to hear the good, the bad, the ugly, all of it. Because I'm in for it. I'm here for it, right? I'm here for it. I am getting tired of the snake, man. Even though it's the year of the snake, it's not that comfortable. You forgot something? Okay, cool, cool. It's not that comfortable for me, the snake, right? Weird, huh? My wife got it for me, which is really cool. But she's my two of cups right now. She needs to hold one leg of my bad table up. I don't know if she wants to. I don't know if she can. She's not really in the band. Jimmy's in the band. You know what I mean? One more Jimmy song right now, guys. Let's just keep it real and respect Jimmy Cross. And we're going to listen to Dreams. What a beautiful song, Jimmy. Kick it out right now.
I had a dream last night that I got into a fight. My fists were bound so I could not defend. I simply turned around to find myself in town on a road I'd walk that never seemed to end.
Hey,
Hi, Karen. Hi, Karen. I was listening to Jimmy's Dream song for a minute, if it's okay.
And things I
yeah,
never
hold on.
seen.
I'm trying to get
And when it's
my
time to
beats.
go off to where nobody knows,
Oh, thanks.
I hope that I can have just one more dream.
Okay, I'm good now.
All right.
So,
I'm
what's
just
this
going to listen
snake
to him
thing
for
you're
just
talking
a little
about?
bit more. I have a serpent pendant that my wife got
In
me
the
for
sweet
Christmas,
by and by,
and
I
it's making
dreamed
me a
that
little
I
bit
could
less
fly.
uncomfortable
I
and
felt
less
that I had
uncomfortable.
knew how
But it
all
is
was
the year of the
right.
snake, so I don't really know.
And when I had a
Yeah, it's snakes all about shedding skin renewal, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not so comfortable with it so much. I mean, of course, when she did get me a Christmas gift, it wasn't even a thought. It was just like she wanted a couple of options because she knows, whatever I want, I'll just get myself. So I gave her a
Yeah.
couple of options kind of blindly, and I got that. And, then it was the new year of Chinese snake, and like, okay. So I lined up with that for a little bit. But right now, it kind of makes me uncomfortable. Like, I feel like I should not be repping the snake. I don't know why.
Okay. You know, the snake has its light and shadow, right? But I like
As
to think
does
of
many
it,
things.
yeah,
So
as
what happened?
does
You pulled my
everything.
cards at lunchtime. You pulled my cards at lunchtime. I'd like
Yeah,
to
I
hear
don't
them if
know
you don't
why. I
mind.
just like did. I don't know. God, I'm just curious, you know. And then
Right.
so what came out, which obviously I don't have, the spread in front of me, but I have it in my brain. Um
That's even better. That's even better.
yeah, here I can actually recreate it for you. Let me just
Since you know
find,
what it is. Yes. Okay. All right. All right.
yeah,
I'm
so you
I'm
can
gonna
see.
I'm just gonna sit here very quietly and mute out, and
You're
I'll listen. I'll
nice.
listen.
You're
Right,
nice.
because I
You
understand
don't
you're
have to mute
recreating it
out.
now. You're
You don't have
recreating.
to
Well,
mute
I
out.
want
It's
to
fine.
because I don't want to interrupt you, and
Well,
I just tend to be
I have
rude.
some questions to ask you. This is cool that I can like actually
And
like
I'll come
talk with
right
you.
back. If you ask me a question, I'll unmute and answer. I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm
Okay.
available.
Okay. So there's just one more card I'm trying to find right now. So the first card that came out was the Six of Swords. And you know, the next card, I feel like there's some type of like, did you have like some type of conflict not too long ago with somebody, or some type of confusion, misunderstanding, or something that might be bothering you?
I'm I'm constantly misunderstood. I don't have any recent conflict with anybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nothing of
Okay.
any note. Nothing like that. Yeah, I'm constantly misunderstood, but that just is what it is. You know.
Okay. Because like I was getting that it was like, but also, the Six of Swords can be about like traveling and movement as well. But when I got like the Ace of Swords, like, and this is like in my blockage position,
Okay. Let's see. Let's
which
see. Hold on. I'm gonna put you in solo so we can see that card well.
which would turn it on its head really as a challenge. And the Ace of Swords blocked is
So it's a one of swords.
unclear.
Like an ace of swords is a one.
Yeah, yeah.
That
So
seems pretty
upright,
severe, actually.
it's a breakthrough. An Ace of Swords, swords are severe. They cut through, but just like a blade is double sided there. Like when the Ace of Swords comes in, I mean, you hope you're in the winning side of it, but yeah, it can be just like a real strong idea, clarity, some type of breakthrough, communication, but it's in the reverse here. And then, I mean, this is crazy.
Does that
It's
mean that
like,
it's? Does
I think
that mean that it's the
it's like you've got
opposite?
to
Does
go
that mean
back.
that it's a confused thing? Like I can't focus on that, or I mean, let me know when it's in reverse. How much does that affect what I would potentially be able to benefit from a card if it's in reverse? You know what I mean? Like, let me know because I wasn't even there when you threw the cards, right? So I'm just
Right,
trying to
right, right.
understand.
Yeah. So, like when it's in the reverse, it's just block. I feel like it just turns it more like inward in anyways, but it's just a blockage in the energy, or something that is, keeping it from its true potential of the energy here. So, when the Ace of Swords is, in the reverse, I mean, that can even be like someone being, untruthful, somebody avoiding conversation, but also that can be like um your own like not clear about something. And um I don't know. Maybe this is something that hasn't happened yet, too. Sometimes that happens because, timing is what's the word for it? It's not linear, really. It's
No, it's
yeah.
not. I've been back and
No.
forth in time. I've been back and
Yeah.
forth in time with no doubt. I've watched, things have told me, oh, I returned myself to my previous self. They've made it fucking clear to me. I mean, I can't deny that. I've been back and forth in time. It's not something that's set in one direction. But I
Right.
really do fear, I guess, because I guess it's been bothering me more recently. I lost my mother, but I really fear that my wife might be losing her, and I don't know how to deal with that.
Okay. Yeah.
'Cause I mourned my mother like a couple years before she died. I figured out how
Was
small
she a
our family was.
Cancerian by chance?
My
Was she a
mother,
water
my
sign?
mother
Hmm.
was June. She was born in June.
What day?
6th, I think. June 6th.
She was
She's
a
the only June
Gemini.
birthday I know, and she's gone. But
She was a Gemini. Okay. I was just wondering because I threw like sometimes I'll throw like cards out beforehand, but then I was like, well, I don't really know anything of what's going on, but I did like, what are you a fire sign?
I'm an Aries. I'm gonna
Yeah.
be 47
That
April
was gonna be
12th.
my guess. I know you've told me this before, but sometimes
Yeah,
I'm a little out of sorts.
I'm an
When
Aries.
I'm
Like,
popping up
yeah,
on your
yeah.
chat, I've already had like, my mom whine or
I'm just
something.
I'm an Aries full and true. You know what I mean? Like, I have to be
Yeah,
careful. I have to
yeah.
try to be more polite, less rude, more humble. Like, I have to like not be so
I was getting that.
forward.
I was thinking like you were Aries because I had like King of Wands like flew out. Although I kind of associate that more with Leo, but that's definitely. I mean, Aries is the emperor, so it's like the king of all kings. So yeah, you could be the king of wands too, because you know he's the emperor. You're overall the
That
king.
now that you said Leo, that really helps me because I was telling it's not like I didn't even know because of course actually you did it ahead of time, but I didn't even know, even though I knew I was coming up to your channel tonight, whether I needed a reading because Jeff did one. And now that you said Leo, wow, I forgot. There's this like certain energy that comes to me every once in a while, and I think I'm just waiting for a next visit. But I think that's a Leo too.
Wow,
But I'm so scared about the thing that I have in the background. And they're both
I'm so sorry.
it's okay, it's okay. I'm just scared, because she she can't really trust anybody anyway, you know? And she's gonna lose her parents that, she has limits with too, and like that just makes me really sad. But
Absolutely.
anyways, they're
I
both
saw some
Libras, and
sadness.
I got a lot of
Yeah.
Libras that love me. They just fucking love me by nature, but that's not always the best thing either, because they're like too enamored with me. And so that's not the best foundation either.
Hmm. I think there's going to be some type of maybe a breakthrough that comes along, or you're waiting, wanting it. You're wanting some type of breakthrough, or like how you're going to deal with some of this, maybe.
I just want to be able to be a good person and not question it and just know that I am. Because I don't know. I don't know what my motivation is, because I can't find a way around it. I live like an animal. I just go. I have to do what my motivation says that well, my animation, I should say. It's not even a smart thing, just whatever my animation says I have to
It's the
do.
fire.
So I
Yeah, yeah.
feel like I may be much more guilty than I'm aware of.
Mm-hmm. Maybe. I mean, maybe you're beating yourself up more than you need to. Because
Maybe.
sometimes with that Five of Swords that came out, because swords are thoughts, ideas, the way we communicate. When I see like the Five of Wands come out, like I typically like see like more like outside energy, and a lot of times with the Five of Swords, it can be outside energies, but sometimes that can I get that too, like when something's not right mentally with me, or I'm conflicted about something as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
When it's like I feel like I'm just there's
Well,
nothing
I
I can
feel like I'm
do,
nothing but
like it's a
fortunate.
lose-lose situation. You know what I
I
mean?
feel like I'm nothing but fortunate, but I do feel like my wife, she loses herself sometimes and she can't see any of the good things in front of her and stuff like that. And just so like I just get like a sadness for that because she can't really appreciate what she has in hand, which I always tell
Hmm.
people. Just appreciate what you have.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But
Time is
her,
not.
not her education, but her training and programming has pushed her into a place where she's very suspicious. She cannot relax. My sister called me up, she wants to talk more to my wife. I said, sure, but you can't talk to me about it. And, you do understand she can't relax. And she's like, yeah, I see that. I don't know why we're trying to break through, I guess. And I'm just looking for new advice, I guess. And I'm just thinking that maybe it's inevitable. Maybe it's inevitable and I'm just freaking out for no reason and I just need to wait a couple weeks and see it happen. I need new advice.
Well, I mean, I mean, obviously, like I'm a strong believer. Like the more you focus and bring into something, and you're focusing on like your insecurities or fears or what could go wrong, what could happen, how bad can this be? We can kind of send a spiral out where we almost attract more of that to us, the very
Oh,
thing we
yeah.
don't want. Right?
So yeah, our fear of
But
helplessness and
that's easier
hopelessness
said than
just
done.
breeds more. It just breeds more sort of misfortune because we're expecting it. I get you. I understand that. If you
Yeah.
expect something, you're gonna get more of it. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, I think you're feeling like really kind of like confused right now. That's the moon. We got the the blood moon, the worm moon, right? I
I
love this
watched it
moon
last
card.
night. I could not. I went out there. I was the only person outside over here, but we had it to where we have a walkway and it was a completely free up in the sky thing, so I got to watch it.
Yeah,
Nobody
that's
was out there, but I
awesome.
really enjoyed it.
That's awesome. So, I mean, we do have like a lot of, energies going on right now cosmically.
I think so. Yeah, I think so, and I think it's kind of
Yeah,
disconcerting for people because we've had all those weird wind patterns, all that heavy stuff, where it snows where it's not supposed to. It's sleeting somewhere right now. It's kind of let's put it this way. I'll see that as, where is your refuge? You can't run away anymore. The sort of volatility of the ocean. It's now way inland, kind of.
absolutely.
It's like not the summer that passed, but before that, it was so damn hot. At the end of the summer before that, like in
It's
July and August,
always
August was
freaking hot here.
unbelievable.
I don't
It
know
was
why. Oh, if I open this, it's gonna shut me out or whatever. Like, I
okay.
don't think I can see any comments like the way I'm in it right now. I wonder if I
Nobody's commenting. The last comment is yours before you came up. It says, "Oh snap, forgot something. Hold on." So nobody's commenting. No, not right now.
here I could see. Oh, sorry, I'm
Do I
just
have
like
to get?
talking. It threw me out. And now
I
it
got
like,
you.
yeah. Now
But
you've
we
got
got
like
two of you. Let's
another.
see. Let's see. There we go. There we
That
go.
would be me. I would figure out, the Gemini would figure out how to put two of me here.
There you go. There you go. Fair enough, man. It's
So
time. You know
yeah.
what? It's time for some cookies, man. I think of Gemini's and their two souls and whatever. I know you're always ready for cookies and spice. It's time for cookies because I'm never ready for that. I'm one way, man. I'm all heat, right? Like it's an Aries.
Well, I like, or I like want to think about it. Yeah. I
Yeah,
like to
yeah.
think
But
about
no, I
things.
mean, see, people like that give me a different freedom. I like to talk to guys about them liking wrestling. I've never
Yeah.
been into wrestling like that, but they're so crazy in love with it. I love to like say, "What do you guys think about wrestling?" and see their eyes light up and see them tell me about all that stuff.
See their eyes
It's such
light
a
up.
simple pleasure.
Yeah.
It's
That's what
such a
people say
simple pleasure. I love
when
to
I
see
talk
them
about
light up
astrology.
about it. Astrology? Yeah, I don't know.
It's
Astrology seems
funny.
like a complex. It seems like a complex situation, but
complex situation.
Heroes
It
and
is.
villains is a simple thing that and whether it's wrestling or action movies or something, I just love talking to people about those simple things and just watching them light up and love it, and they're like,
Oh.
man, that was a really funny guy, it was a really funny bad guy. I love that. What's up, Frankie?
So yeah, I'm just seeing that. Like, I meant to tell you earlier, like hey Frankie, when I got like when I kind of just threw out like what I call it, like a movie kind of spread, like this where you just see things come out without any, positions or whatever. It's just throwing cards. Um,
Okay.
like when I saw that like King of Wands come out, like it's like looking in the past into the void, as I call it.
Okay.
And and I wanted to know what you were looking at. And I don't do this to people or whatever. I knew you wanted some cards. That's why I did this, just to
Sure.
tell you. I'm
No, no,
not a
no. I'm
weirdo.
happy.
I'm not a
No,
weirdo.
no, no. I'm happy that you
Okay.
look. I thought about you, all the time. How long did I hold that bored? I held that like Connect Four, but I was waiting for you to
I
come
feel
back.
like such an
And
asshole.
when
I
you
couldn't
came
come
back,
back
you couldn't
forever.
even
Yeah, and it was
finish it,
gone.
And then I was like, okay, I got to dump the board. I'm sorry.
And then I was
I got to
TMI
dump
to
the board.
play. just
But
like
no, so I
push
don't
and
think it's
smoke. It
weird
was
or like
gone.
invasive or something. I think about you offline, off time. So I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
think that's weird or anything.
Okay, cool. Like, I was like, wait, hold on, don't sound weird, Cam.
No,
Um,
no, no,
so I
no.
wanted to know, and then like a
Thank you
Queen
for
of
your
Cups card.
attendance and all your help, Frankie. You're a really good supporter, man, and I respect your family, and I hope they're all
Oh.
happy. I hope they're all
Hi, Frankie. Yes. On the hamburger train.
Frankie, he likes to get me to perform a lot, and I do. But I'm going to tell him, as I do, I'm trying to be quiet, and I only do it when it's appropriate right now, Frankie. Don't push
Okay.
me so hard, man. I'm trying to be appropriate.
Oh, we got this part. Yes. Yes, I did. I was like, it's close enough to St. Patrick's Day. So yeah, I gotta start wearing my shamrocks. But yeah, like I saw that Queen of Cups, and I just now that you say that, like I feel like that was like your mom
Yeah,
energy. And this is like I call this my ancestor card. And actually I wrote a poem about my mother-in-law who I lost to mesothelioma, and that put a lot of that tore my husband apart. That
yeah,
really I didn't know who he was for a
yeah,
while. And I mean, because he had lost his dad um, when he was about like 15 or 16, and his dad had a brain tumor. And so his mom was taking care, like there was just this whole thing. So it was just like his mom left. And I had lost my dad literally almost a year. Like it was the same week they both passed, but a year apart. My dad just a heart attack. I didn't
yeah,
even I knew he was gone before I got to the hospital. I just felt it. And then, you get to the hospital and it's like they take you in the room, like the same
yeah.
day, you know. So, but yeah, I guess the point of me telling you that is I understand the feelings that you're having more than you
Oh
might even
yeah. I
know. I
mean,
just wanted
the
to
loss
tell
of
you
my
that.
mother, could have been debilitating for me, but I was prepared. It could have
Yeah.
been, because I've relied on her so much, and all that kind of stuff. But when I saw there's only six people left in my family, I already did it. My dad was like, "Hey, I got 2 years left to live." He's the one who's still here. He's the one I'm gonna go see on Tuesday. But
Yeah.
and he didn't want to deal with any of this either. So he's got a newfound sort of fire and fervor because now he's got to deal with all the legal stuff. So he's got a new challenge, and here we go, the fucking warriors that we are. It's like now we're happy.
It's a
Now we
lot
got
of
to
stuff
challenge.
you have to
Oh,
deal with. Yeah.
you
I
know, we
had to
just
like
like the
shut
challenge
things
too.
off.
We like the challenge.
And then you're like grieving though too, and then you're supposed to like deal with all these like complicated things. My dad had a plumbing business, like his own plumbing business, and I had to help deal with a lot of things that I had to just shut off like my grieving process. So I
Yeah,
had my son. He was not even two,
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, and yeah, and then my mother-in-law was deteriorating at that point. I mean, it was just
So your
and my
husband
mom
was
was a hot
suffering
mess. It
that
was just
already.
like, yeah, it's like
Your
somebody's
husband
got
was
to hold
suffering
it.
that already. Yeah,
Yeah, it's like somebody's got to hold it together over here. Like I don't have time to have feelings right now. I mean, and
sure.
that's kind
Yeah,
of
I
how I
get
had to
that.
be. It was
I
awful.
get that.
Yeah, so sometimes it's like it'll sneak up on me still to this day where it'll be like the weirdest point and I'll just like have this like feeling and I don't think about my dad. Like it's almost unpredictable when it happens. But
Yeah.
yeah, but I've accepted it. I don't like it, but I've accepted it. And I think that brought a lot of peace
Karen, my
with
love,
that.
please stand with God despite all your troubles. Yes. And also just may peace be upon your heart and your soul, Karen. You know, let
No,
all of that inform you, but not debilitate you in any way. You know, move forward always.
absolutely. So I just kind of saw you looking for, and this makes so much sense. This is my soul deck, by the way. I call it. It's like the tarot of the abyss. This is what I write a lot of my
Okay.
poetry off of. Um, I
Do
gotta
you
make
make
a video.
do you have poetry books that are
N-
printed
No, but I
or like
have
PDF
I
or
have
something that people can go to a website and get them?
not yet. No, not yet.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Not yet. Someday, but I do actually I had one this past Sunday. We had a poetry night on my channel.
Okay. Okay.
And yeah, I like doing that a lot, but I have some videos of some poems that I wrote. And I'm trying to see if I've got my book, one of my poetry books with me here. If you're
Well,
curious.
that's
But
cool. I
yeah,
appreciate
but I
that.
just
Hey,
had
thank
written
you,
a
Space
haiku
Monkey.
about this one.
Frankie
Thanks,
is a
Space
grand
Monkey.
supporter. I'm telling you, man, he does try to make me jump, you know, and do hoops. And I'm happy to do hoops. I'm happy to get in the dunk tank every once in a while. I'm happy to do fool the guesser or whatever Frankie wants to do. But
That's
I
so
do
funny you said
understand that,
dunk the tank.
he's clowning
Yeah.
me. I'm just happy to be a clown. That's all. So when it works, it works.
My son just had a like a festival at his school, and the vice
Yeah, those
principal
are fun.
was the yeah, it
Hmm.
was the donkey. Yeah.
Hmm. Where they have to
Actually,
deflate like the leadership. They're like, put the assistant principal in there, and they're like, oh, I'm gonna knock that one out. You know what I mean? Like they
he's
have
like
to
got the
deflate
best
like the
personality
leadership.
too. Like, yeah, he's just like one of those like kind of just stand up guys, like with a like good attitude. So yeah, of
Oh
course,
man,
yeah.
we had vicious clowns in some of our dunk tanks over here. And so me and Tony were there.
Vicious
Me and
clowns.
my friend Tony, right? And we're walking together. My wife's behind us. My kids are behind us. Nobody's looking at anything. We walk by this trashy ass ghetto clown, and he says, "Hey, look, it's Fat Elvis and Skinny Elvis walking together." My wife died. She was like, "It's Fat Elvis and Skinny Elvis walking together."
Oh my
And then
gosh. That's
another dude
funny.
who was up there, was like picking up he was starting and he wanted to knock him down. He missed, and he was like, "Man, it looks like you live next to a Burger King." These evil clowns, man, they're funny.
I get like this is so funny. Like one of my charms came out earlier. Look at this. It was like these Uno cards from Burger King.
Let me see again. Let me see again. Yeah, yeah.
And you just said Burger
Wow.
King. It just made me laugh. Like it came out for somebody. It's like these like little mini cards. Like,
Right. That's
that's
crazy. Yeah, yeah. Wow, yeah.
I like
I have
charms.
I have one of those like I don't know what you call it, like magician pamphlets or whatever. Like when magicians talk to each other, they can
I can't
subscribe for
see
the year or
you.
whatever.
Where are you? Okay, there you are.
No,
I was
I'm
like,
back.
not
I'm
just
back.
me. Yeah.
I wanted to see your Burger King cards. Those were really cool. But I have this like magician's pamphlet, that they, was kind of a monthly thing or whatever that they sent around. And one of them was like this story the guy wrote about like removing all the yellow twos from the Uno deck and then playing a game with everybody. And all of a
Huh.
sudden, nobody could win because he threw away all the yellow twos and they didn't know it. And they're trying to play the game, and that's all it took to destroy the entire game. Nobody could win.
Oh,
That's so
wow.
funny. It's so funny.
So, like that yellow too. Is that
Yeah.
powerful? Is that powerful?
It could have been any
Oh,
color, but he
yellow
figured it
sweet.
out before
Thanks.
he did it. And he was like, "Hey, you guys want to play Uno?" And they're like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Here we go."
I play Uno
It-
with my son a good bit, and then we even like he's 8. He likes Roblox, so we, of course, like I don't know, they have to do some unbranded version of it, so it's called something different. I can't remember,
yeah,
but it's
yeah, yeah,
essentially Uno. And
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
try
yeah.
so
I've
hard
had that
sometimes
with
to
my kids.
lose.
My kids,
And
my
it's like
kids,
I'm trying to
really
lose
want
and
to
I
play.
can't.
They wouldn't really want to play with the games, so I would have to give them, like a phone app or a tab app or something. And so I do that, and yeah, you got to find like different ways to name the game or whatever to find it, because it's branded or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. Like they used to like have it as something, but then yeah, they had to rebrand it. So it gets kind of weird. But I go in there, I go in Roblox sometimes with my son, and like there's a drawing. A draw. I can't say that. I want to say it like
A
a
drawing,
drawing,
Well,
a
my
drawing.
name is Simon, and I like to do
Simon, yes,
drawings.
the
Remember
drawings.
Simon? He likes to do drawings.
I love that you know exactly what I'm talking about. I
I'm
have
an
a
old
hard time
man,
saying
man.
that
I'm an
word.
old man. And then again, like I said, anytime there would be a joke or a fucking story, my dad would be like, "Oh, I remember when that one was out, 1914. It was published by Arthur Conan Doyle or whatever." He knew every fucking joke, every fucking story that happened for 100 years. So
Wow.
people would write comic books, other people would write comic book or read them, and then write TV shows. He knew where it was from. He knew where it was from before that, and he was a mathematician, which is way different worlds. Because my dad
What?
always says,
Your
"Oh, you
dad
know how
was
to use language.
tough.
I know how to use numbers."
He's a
But he just knew
mathematician.
all of that. Yeah,
Wow.
he knew all of
He's like genius.
it. My dad's a genius.
Wow.
My dad. That's why I feel very strongly like, hmm, my dad's pretty much top dog. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. So I get something from that. As the son of,
Yeah,
I get something from that. Like
of
he has a
course.
lot.
Yeah,
He has a lot.
absolutely. Well, you're smart.
Joe G. Karen's long brown reddish hair is so lovely. It is. It is.
Oh,
We
well,
love
thank you.
long
Y'all are
flowing hair
sweet. Y'all are
around
gonna make
here.
me blush.
We love halos and accoutrement. So there you go. Looking all fresh and good for your people
Something.
there you go. It's all
Good for
healthy. It's all
something.
healthy and briar. It's all briar.
Yeah. So like Joe brought me on here because like I was pulling cards on because he asked me to pull some cards like last night or we were talking about it.
Frankie, are
So
you
that's
too
why we were just
Catholic
talking
to have
about.
cards? I don't know. I'm just kidding.
But like this card, like right here, like this is like my ancestor card. Look at this. Like the older hand is letting go of the younger
I see
hand.
it. Yeah.
And then you see like all of the, it's about legacy and everything. So I can see now, like
My
it's just
mother,
disappointing,
she was very enamored with
and you
the
don't know what to
older
do.
person, little person hand thing, like the
Yeah,
photographs, like kind of the Michelangelo touch. but in the future where they had the older person holding like granddaughter's hand just to show off the legacy and stuff. She was real big into that. One of the things that we really wanted to do for my mother, we never accomplished, is we just wanted to get antique blocks, like just regular ABC blocks, and put our kids' initials, on like sort of a board. Like just kind
Yeah,
of build it out for her so she could hang it on the wall with our kids' initials in like antique blocks.
I think
Even if
that's
we
so
make it now,
special.
it's too late to give it to my dad, probably. But we'll just have to make it for ourselves, I guess.
Yeah, do it. I love that idea. I think that's beautiful.
It was something my mom would have loved because she always loved to go to a musty antique store and look around, and all the kids' stuff always gave her extra joy. And she continued, excuse me, to collect like Fisher Price toys that my sisters used. And, so she was real into like all that toy
Oh,
stuff, kids' happiness, and all that kind of, I don't know, the more simple things like blocks and, those kind of things.
well, she's a Gemini too, so Gemini's really playful. Have
Yeah.
have a good child able to tap into like that childlike energy. So they say like um Geminis can have a tendency to age well because of the
Oh,
duality
she
of
was
being really
ageless.
young and really old at the same time.
Yeah, she was ageless. Nobody ever aged her. You know what I mean? She hung out with the 90s, the people who were 90. She hung out with the people who were in their 20s, and she never claimed to be over than 40. She wouldn't admit to it, and they couldn't tell. Except I could tell because guess what happened? She kept leaning over. She got that hunchback thing going on. She kept leaning
My
over as she went.
yeah. My
Nobody saw it
grandmother-in-law
happen.
did too. Miss Mildred.
Yeah.
Miss Mildred. Yeah, she had the hunch too. Yeah.
Yep. That's what
That's what
my
I'm like,
mother
that's
did.
what makes me like want to like roll my shoulders back now. I'm like, yeah, gotta work that
I don't
out.
know. I don't know.
Gotta work that out. But
I never looked at it like it was a bad thing. I was just like, I see it happening. You're reaching the floor. I don't know what to say, Mom. People used to be
I
worried about her, and she would cough all over people and stuff. It was so funny. She had no awareness. And they're like, "Are you okay?" And she's like, "I'm fine."
I would my husband's grandmother, Miss Mildred, she's so funny.
Yeah.
Like she would be like, she's from Alabama. She'd be like, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a come here. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. It's so
Yeah.
funny, man. I've heard like when you talk to somebody, it's so funny. There's this like Midwest thing, right? You talk to
Hmm.
somebody and they say, "Okay, yes," but if
Hmm.
they say, "Yeah," it means they're not listening to you. They think you're full of shit. They say, "Yeah," it's like
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
dismissive yes.
Yeah.
It's like, nah, nah, yeah.
That's like
They just dip it.
bless your heart in the South.
Yeah, bless your heart,
Yeah.
you
Bless your
fucking
heart.
fool. You stupid ass bitch. Bless your goddamn foolish
Bless
heart,
your heart.
Like, may God bless you and keep you, because we can't take you. It's so dismissive. It's so funny, man. I love that about people.
Well, I just
Yeah,
think
so you're a
whatever
deacon in the church? Oh, right on, brother. He's a deacon in the church. That's awesome, bro.
my
So
dad
he's
was a
very, very
deacon in the
Catholic.
church, but
Yeah,
it
so
was
you
just
probably
a
can't
Southern
do cards.
Baptist.
You can't
Yeah.
do. He can't do cards. He can't do
Yeah.
cards. He's Catholic deacon.
I
That's okay,
figured.
Frankie.
I figured the being Irish,
Right,
right? Yeah.
right, right.
I mean, it could go one of two ways, but I figured, yeah. But my being
Hey,
Southern
we're just
Baptist,
about to celebrate
yeah.
the snakes being led out of Ireland, not being allowed back in. Okay.
I
There's never
okay.
been snakes in Ireland, so they were talking about pagans.
I have a random. Okay, so I create this like list of like weird questions that I have,
Absolutely,
like
I'm
weird
happy.
thoughts. This
I
is
love
like one
weird
of
stuff.
them. Okay.
How old are you? Before you ask me this, how old are you?
How old do
This
you think
channel
I
is
am?
18 and over. I'm trying not to get canceled here.
Yeah, I'm definitely old. Yeah. We're not that far
Okay,
apart in age. I'm gonna be 45 in
32.
June.
You're 32.
I'm 44.
Yeah, I'm gonna be 47 on April, but it's
So
okay.
we're close. We're close. I'll be
It's good.
45 on June 9th.
Where did you grow up, if you don't mind? State.
South
Not where you're
Carolina.
at. Where you grew up.
South Carolina, born and raised. Yeah. Uh, but I grew up
I'm in
in the
Virginia
mountains.
from Maryland. You're right below us.
Okay, cool. Not too far at all.
No, South Carolina. I guess we hit North Carolina first. We have a kid there. Oh shit, my phone's dying. I better plug that in. Am I still on?
Oh no, you're
Oh
still
shit, I
here.
didn't. It just gave me that like,
I didn't look at my phone either. Like,
holy
yeah,
shit,
see?
5%, Care Bear.
Oh
We were really
no,
close.
I can't
We
even
were
see like
really
what
close.
mine is. So if I just
I don't even.
disappear, that's why. Poof.
My goodness.
Poof. But oh, I was just gonna say, I just think like, oh God, this card. I mean, it sounds like such BS, really, but honestly, I think you're just gonna have to sit with your intuition because there's something in your intuition you're not listening to. So you just kind of have to sit with your intuition. The answers inside of you of how to deal with this, basically. Don't you just
Yeah.
love spirit messages? Like there's never an
We.
easy fix, right?
I don't know about, say, the other world, the spirit world. I mean, as much as I do get glimpses and understandings, but I don't know about it. So of course,
I don't think we're
that's
supposed to
like,
understand or know it fully.
yeah.
Why
What I do know is, like,
why
you know,
would we
I
be here in these different existences and think, I mean, we're not meant to know everything. Yeah. It's about having faith in the things that we cannot see. So I
true.
I
True.
yeah, I've kind of got like I had like a little bit of growing up Southern Baptist.
Hmm.
I really felt like it made me like know that there was always, or I just kind of grew up with the belief that there's always something more. It's not just like, you
That's
die
what
and
I
you're
will
just gone,
say
you know.
when the Mormons come around. That's what I'll say to them. I say I understand why, and I feel that too. Why there's more to the world than what you can see, but the problem, if you read your books, and I have, is that you're telling me you have some gift to offer me, and every time people don't take it at face value, you punish them over and over and over. That's not what a gift is. A gift is given freely. Take it or leave it. You know what I mean? I'm not going to punish you if you're not aligning. So I don't like that. That's offensive to me. The punishment situation, the punishment, whatever you call it, season.
I believe like in like spiritual where it's truly like, the good the good phases,
Everything
there's
is
all kinds of things out there. I really
everything
feel like
is
it's about
geared towards
unconditional love.
good.
They love
Everything is
us
geared
no matter
towards
what.
good. Everything is geared towards good. Things that are bad are so distasteful to us in reality. Most of us don't want anything to do with things that are bad. That's why,
Yeah.
nobody had to tell you when the ambulance is on, you pull over. Because if there's any chance we can save that guy's life, that guy might have robbed me last week, but we still want him to live through to the next week. You know what I mean? Like, it's so distasteful to
That's an
us
interesting
to
point.
have somebody suffer. We don't want anybody to suffer.
I I mean, like I'm honestly like I am constantly kind of filling out and trying to figure out what is for me. 'Cause, I mean, I know like I do believe in God. for God. I do believe in all kinds of like there's a lot that I believe, but there's certain things like especially like within the church I didn't agree with.
Yeah. Yeah.
And and
Well, that
also
doesn't
like with
discount God.
tarot,
These
I
are human
see it
beings that
as
are
very
telling you
yeah.
that. These are human beings that are constructing
Yeah.
that. Yeah. So
So
that doesn't discount God.
I'm just very independent and
Yeah.
kind of just, do my own thing.
I'm not even independent. I'm much worse than that. I'm stubborn. If I didn't think it was my idea, I never would have done it. It's
Well, I'm
worse than
definitely
being independent.
stubborn. I've got a lot
So
of
the
Taurus
only
in
way
me.
I can go is I'd be like, hey, God, if you didn't understand that, why'd you make me? Because I know when you're in my shoes, you might have done what I did. Just let me do it. Let me do it. Because I can't do it because the best research says so, or because my best friend encouraged me so. I have to at least be fooled enough to think it was my idea to do it.
Like a cat.
If I thought it was my idea, I'll fucking do it,
Or like
but I might have been fooled.
my twins. I have to make them think it's their idea sometimes.
Yeah, yeah. It's working with kids too. Working with kids, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's like herding
You trick
cats
them
around
into
here.
eating a carrot, and they were like, "That's exactly what I wanted was that carrot." And then all of a sudden, like they get health benefits. So yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I have to like really my patience gets tested a lot. So,
Care Bear, work
yeah.
on the Jedi mind tricks. Just say, yeah, you don't want these cheeseburgers. The other, green beans are waiting for you. You got to do your like Jedi shit, to
Yeah.
get them all healthy.
Yeah.
Man, I
Yeah.
grew up with these kids. They lived in a wild household. They had a wild mom, and they would be like, it's after lunch. I want a snack. She gave them a green pepper, and they ate it like it was something. And I was like, what? You know, I
My
wish,
girls
man.
like to
I
eat
look at a
lemons.
green pepper and I get heartburn. I look at a green pepper, I get heartburn.
A
I eat
green
everything
pepper,
hot
just a
in the
mild
world,
pepper? Yeah.
just
Or
a
like a
mild bell pepper.
really
I eat the hot
interesting
ones. No problem. I look at a green pepper, I get heartburn. I look at a fucking cucumber, I get heartburn.
cucumber. So that's weird.
Shit's
I wonder
crazy,
if it's
man.
like just something like in it, like if it's some I don't know, it's got to be something in it.
Well,
What
they're
makes
all
peppers
nightshade.
and
They're all nightshade
cucumbers?
plants. They're all nightshade plants, but my favorite plants are nightshade plants.
Ah.
But some people say, they cause inflammation and whatnot. Maybe it
Ah.
does. But if I was allergic to those plants, I'm not eating anymore. I'll just eat poison shit so I can die real quick.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't enjoy my life without that stuff. You know what I mean?
I
I've
love
always
food.
thought about that. I'll just forage the most poisonous stuff and just be like, I'm going. I'm going. I'm just going to eat this until I'm gone.
I'm just gonna do this and not think about it. Really, yeah. That's Aries. Yeah.
I can't live in a joyless life here, guys. I can't, and I can't take myself out. Cain had to be killed by his own creation.
Yeah.
God couldn't take him, man couldn't take him. He had to fall down on his own construction, Cain. You know? I
Hmm.
feel you. I feel you.
Interesting.
God was forbidden from taking Cain because Cain took the first life his brother.
All that stuff is so messed up, right? Like when, they're going and it's like the firstborn of every, like this and that.
Hmm.
Like that's some like
It's all symbolic. It's all
savage. It's
symbolic.
all
It
like
really is.
savage, right?
Well,
It's
it's
so
all
savage.
symbolic, but it gives you stories that you don't want to hear. Like they're
Yeah.
not happy cartoons. Just like all the original sort of what do you call those things? All those old tales and stuff. They were very very vicious. The nursery rhymes and all the like. Uh,
Yeah. They're really,
they were
yeah.
very very vicious the first time. They've been
Grim.
watered down.
They're
Guess what though? Guess what though?
Friends,
The
yeah.
truth is the vicious version. That's the problem. Like nature is like completely unforgiving and savage, right? So we can't really live down on the watered down stories. Like it's the vicious stories.
I
You
just
know,
think
we've
it
been
just has
placating each
to
other.
receive and transmute and deal with whatever is given to it. So nature reacts accordingly to what it receives.
But
Because,
we can't look for justice, you know? In nature, some of the best of us, we lose our lives in the early times, you know, they didn't do anything wrong. They didn't invest
oh,
in the
yeah,
wrong
it's
idea. They tried to take
exactly.
care of their
It's
health.
no, no, I get
You gotta
that.
let
Yeah,
go.
yeah,
You gotta let go and let that happen, you know?
yeah. It's just, I'm just thinking of like how like Earth, is like receptive or whatever. So it's like things I was thinking more of like the things that we do, like global warming and things like that, that causes nature to
Right.
react in a certain way too.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like but nothing lasts
Okay.
forever. It's all about change, all about change. Nothing lasts.
Everything is gonna be, yeah, restarted and
Even a
whatever. I mean,
rock
that's just
is
gonna
going to
happen.
change over time,
All of
given
that's
enough
going to
time.
happen. I'm not going to give you like, you know, some sort of that means you don't have any power in it. No, you should do the best you can to counteract anything that's going to happen. You know, I'm not giving you the apocalyptic version of that. Like, try your best, but do
Yeah,
understand you don't have any say to the big grand
absolutely.
plan. And to the big grand plan, we're here for like 10 seconds. If
If
you're
this,
here for
yeah.
88 years, you know, and I hope you're here for 100. But if you're here for 88 years, it's like 10 seconds. You know, nobody even saw that happen. Nobody even saw that happen. So,
I think it's nice to believe. I mean, I don't, it would be really sad to me to not believe that there's life after death, like the soul, like what is all this for? Like, if, like we're just
what is
gone.
it
That's
for?
it. Poof. Right.
No, no,
Like,
no. I don't mean that as in like dirt nap. I'm not saying dirt nap. Obviously, you know, you can't destroy energy. Energy just moves from one thing to another, you know.
yeah, you can
So
never,
the
exactly.
animation, the spirit, the life force in you, it's eternal. It's eternal.
Yeah.
You're not going to be attached to what you used to be, you know, but that's okay. Some people
Yeah.
have like issues with what they used to be, so let them
Oh,
move on.
yeah.
Let them be pure energy and just soul. You know, I respect the drop of soul that's in all of us.
Absolutely. I like wonder sometimes, like, if I'll, like, I'll think about like animals and stuff too. Like, what's things like for them,
I feel like I guess we must be, you know how they say breath of God, sort of, you know, being our elevation sort of thing. We must be something different that we have to, I think we have to steward the animal kingdom, try to take care of it. But the ecosystem that really gets us through is so deep and heavy that we could never contemplate, man. It's like I hope you get enough water and food a day because this
right?
thing is hanging by a thread. It's hanging by a thread. There's a pest to you that's killing something else that would have been killing you or destroying your food to the level that you can't live, you know? And you
I'm
can't see it.
convinced
And if
there's
you did see
another
it, you
Earth.
would say, get out of my house, you know? And you can't
I'm
see
I'm
it.
convinced there's another Earth. Like, in my mind, I'll think about this sometimes, like, because how would we know? It's the freaking gal. It's like the vast whatever, right? How likely could it
there's
be that there's an
there's
alternate way on the
there's
other side and they think the
apparently
same things about us? You know what I mean?
there's apparently a bunch of stacked universes based on the fact of potential. Like every choice, every turn we make is a potential. And apparently, you know, that exists in one or another timeline or one or another butting up reality, you know, like dimension, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I think I kind of understand this thing where they say, even our physical form is like some conic projection of plasma, that's very temporal, but we're all involved in it. We all have an agreement here. When I see this
Mhm.
thing, we all agree. I see it. Don't you see it? Yeah, I see it too. It's the emperor has no clothes kind of idea, until the awakened one tells you
Yeah, yeah.
he's got
You're not
nothing
wearing
on.
any. Yeah.
Until the awakened one tells you. We're all kind of in this fun illusion. It never ends. It's an endless loop. I mean, I feel like going to sleep right now, but literally, I'll be back up in like 2 seconds and I'll be stuck in the same illusion. I swear I will. So, what's the point of going to sleep? Like, I really feel tired, but what's the point?
No, you need it. You
Eventually,
need
I'll wear
it.
myself out and crash out, and
Your
I'll be back up
brain
in
needs it to
3 hours.
play. That's your brain's time to play.
I'll do it. I'll do it, but
It is. I know that sounds so weird, but like
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
obsessed with dreams, and I'll like
A
watch
lot
a
of
lot
people
about
are.
scientists talking about dreams and things like that. And
Or like
uh
Edgar Casey or whatever, like a dream psychic. He just does
yeah,
it in
except
his
this guy's
dream.
like the one I'm talking about right now, he's actually a neuroscientist, like or like into cancer stuff, and he actually oh my God, it's fascinating. I wish I could remember his name right now. But
So you got
anyways,
dream stories, and you got
but he says
spectrographs
it's
that
your
are
time
reading
to
every
play.
activity. They're reading activity and
Like
stuff. Yeah.
your brain needs that time. Like actually, like when you're asleep, you would think like your brain, like if you were to do like a scan and you could see like the waves and everything, you think it
Yeah.
would probably be less active, but it's very active. Like it's
Right.
just firing neurons like while your body's asleep or your conscious or whatever. Like this is the time for, like your subconscious to deal with things, for,
And
you
it
to
will.
process things. And also though too, like you're not having to control all these other, you know, functions, just, of eating, of I'm gonna move my finger and whatever, like you're resting
Yeah.
all of that. So your brain is just like, whoa, it needs
Well,
that time. It needs that.
the beauty thing is like I can't resist enough. My body will make sure that I go to sleep. My body will make sure that I
It
dream.
will.
My body will make sure that I eat, right? But I also understand, like,
Hey, Jessica.
when you sleep, that's when they take you out. That's when they take you out because where you sleep, you have no more power. What's up, Jess? You want to come up?
Yeah, come
But
on.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I, oh my God, what did I just want to say? There's something that you just said. Oh, well, I do that all the time. That's nothing new.
No, it's no problem. It's no problem.
It just left. Poof.
Well, no, please, Jessica, please come up and talk to Karen.
Don't
Jessica
come up here
sometimes has
talking
a
to
lot
her.
of questions. Jessica Ralston 211. Sometimes she has a lot of questions. Maybe there's something that Karen can pull for you, Jessica. Please.
Well, she pulls cards too, doesn't she?
No, no. She
I
pulls
thought she
carts.
did.
She
Huh?
pulls carts. She be hitting those vapes.
I
I don't know if she's pulling cars, but she's pulling carts.
don't know why I thought like she pulled cards. I don't know. Just,
She
somehow I
lives in
like put that
Oregon.
association
Yeah,
somewhere.
they
I
got
don't know why, but
dispensaries
I
and
did.
all that.
I
She
think
lives in
because
Oregon. They got dispensaries and all that. She be pulling
Jeff
carts.
told
I'm
me
telling
about
you
her. Yeah,
that.
Jeff told me
Who?
about her.
Oh, did he?
And
Yeah, he did. He did. Yeah.
yeah, Jeff did. And I don't know why. I just assumed like I just and
It's
I've seen Jessica go live and like talk to her. I was like, oh, I guess she's cool. She's just like talking to her. I don't know why. I just assumed like you pulled cards too. I don't know
I'll be
why.
honest with you. I'll be honest with you. You know, in YouTube, in the background, they show you people's avatars and faces and stuff, right? And they're like, "Oh, these people watched you this month or whatever." Jeff watched me for probably 2 months before he said a word. And I didn't have any tarot people, but I saw his picture all the time. And I'm like, look at that guy. Look at that guy. He's still
Ah,
been around. He's still been around. One of my friends here, Sean, 2 months before he subbed up, before he said a word, he was watching. And so Jeff
wow.
was one of those people too. And then when I watched Jeff, I was like, whoa. I mean, once I figured out who it was and got connected, you know, um,
I
I'm
love
not
Jeff.
in any community right now or whatever. That's part of my problem. But anyways, I know there's a tarot community. I know there's all these different communities. And I'm watching Jeff and it's like I just want to hang out with Jeff. And he's like, "Do you want a reading?" And I'm like and then he would be like, "Do you want
Yeah.
a reading?" Send some money to the thing and "Do you want a reading?" And I'd be like, I I don't know. I don't really know if I need a reading. I just want to hang out here. Hi Jeff,
Yeah.
how you doing? I just like hanging out with you. You're cool. You know what I mean? It's
They're
interesting. And
fun.
then I
They're
started to see
creative.
his what do you call it? Like trancing of poetry and his voice would get
Channeling.
he
Oh,
get down in his guttural throat and with his voice and I was like, oh yeah, I'm in. I'm in for this.
effed, effed his alter ego effed. It's
There you go.
effed. Rah.
Like, everyone dance, clap your hands. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
effed.
So yeah,
Yeah,
he was getting into his throat, and I was like really
that's
in.
funny.
I'm
I was
really
like,
into
dude, you're
that.
gonna like blow your voice. Like that was me always trying to do like I always loved Animal off of the what is that? What is that? The Muppets. Yeah, Animal.
Oh, like Animal? Yeah. Oh, Animal the
Yeah,
drummer. Oh my
yeah.
gosh, Jimmy is Animal the drummer. My drummer Jimmy is Animal the drummer. There's no difference. One of them has somebody's hand up there, and one of them is just free form, but they're the same guy. They're the same guy.
I always had a soft spot for like Oscar the Grouch too. Like
That Oscar Rouse is me. Yeah, Oscar Rouse is me. That's me. That's not
I
Jimmy. That's me. But yeah.
my first car was an 88 Ford Bronco 2.
Okay. I know what that
It was
is.
like the Eddie Bauer version, which means like the
Mm.
seats. Yeah, like had the
Leather
trees on the
seats
seat.
and good music. You had a Bose in Eddie Bauer.
Well, I don't know. This was like in the 80s, though. I don't know if it had a Bose. Maybe it did. But it didn't sound
That's
like
what an
Bose
Eddie
now.
Bauer was. And Eddie Bauer was like leather seats and good stereo. You know
Well,
what I
actually,
mean? Like
mine
it
felt
wasn't
like
anything
recliner
outside.
seats. Like it was a fabric in mine. I mean, of course I'm sure they had different people did different things. You know, they could choose different things, I'm sure. But it was literally like I would like press this button and like get my alarm bar, like poofed out or whatever. I thought it was fancy. But my dad
Yes,
bought
yes.
it, of course, used, from this guy who smoked Swisher Sweets. So it smelled like Swisher Sweets.
Twisted Sweets, hell
And it was
yeah.
green, and I named it Oscar
Heck yeah,
after
heck
the
yeah. Yeah.
grouch. Yeah,
No, I love Oscar, yeah. The
that was a
first car
fun
that I bought,
vehicle.
you wouldn't believe it. It was like, oh my gosh. I bought a 1982 diesel, Mercedes Benz SD, big ass sedan, a diesel 82 Mercedes. I would try to drive over a mountain. I couldn't see shit. The hood was so long, you try to drive up, you can't see a damn thing. It was the best car ever. It was the best car ever. I just put new
Yeah,
speakers in the back. It was the best car I could ever have.
I ran over something this week. This is a funny story, Joe.
It's very funny.
It was nothing living, okay? All right, this is how, like, okay, one morning I get up to take my son to school, and I go, and right now I'm driving like a Nissan Maxima. It Great car, awesome car.
Right.
It
Yeah.
just
It
needed
sounds
a new
very
battery,
efficient and
but the battery
economical
didn't
and
start.
clean and good. You know.
Yeah. So like, it just it wouldn't start. So I go and get my husband's keys and give him his car. And the way like it was part like I couldn't get out like normally, so I had to do this like weird like, all right, we're just gonna drive over the crosser in the backyard and go around. And I
You
totally
just cut it out.
forgot.
You just went over the grass and just
No, I
instead of
totally
a
forgot
seven
about
point.
this big, huge, like, I don't even know what this thing's called. Some dead piece of machinery that I had out there, like this piece of it. I mean, I totally forgot about it. My window was partially like frosted over. So I was driving and I need to get my son to school. I was driving like with the window down and I was kind of looking out.
Right. Oh, what a
And
come
all of a sudden it
on,
was just like
Karen. You know how
boom.
dangerous that is, right? I
It
used
was just
to.
in my backyard though. So I mean it's not like on the road yet. I mean
I used to. Okay.
I didn't
Okay.
even make it out of my
Even
yard,
though
Joe, and I ran over this piece of steel and I
so
managed to not
The
destroy his
Mercedes
car.
is the one the Mercedes is the one I bought first, but my dad gave me a 1999 Honda Accord before that, right? And on his street
Those are
every
nice.
fucking time, I used to have to drive down to where the sun
The
was
robot
and
can't.
let it clear the window because you can't see, so I had to
Yeah.
just get down in the dip where the sun would do it. But you're driving around with your life in your hands over there.
It was awful. It was awful. Like literally, like okay, so it was just like pop, 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 and I was like, what the hell? I just ran over something, and I'm like, oh shit, it's that dadgum thing he's got. So no, the backyard he hasn't moved. I mean, it's like I don't know, maybe like four. It's like the piece of something, and it had like teeth and something, like it. I'm surprised it didn't like rip part of the undercarriage of the car out. And then
Right. Oh, I
but
did that.
somehow
I did that with every car I
yeah.
ever had. I ripped the undercarriage out, and then I had to get a Ginsu knife and try to clean it up, and then I cut my own self up. You know what I mean? Because it was all like hung up when you drive it.
I got out
Then
and
I have to
like
go.
just looked real fast and I was like, well, it's still running. I just took my son to school and then come back. And I tell my husband, I was like, did you hear anything earlier?
That's
And
so funny.
he was like, no. I'm like, well, just keep an eye on the car because I might have ran over something in the backyard. And he was like, God damn it. He's like, he knew exactly what it is. He's like, he went outside,
I'm the
looked. He was like,
worst.
Karen, you drug that thing
I'm the
like
worst.
6 feet.
I've used vehicles in such ways, where I've just made them complete death machines. I should never be allowed to drive a vehicle, and I can probably do it again anytime I want. Should have never been allowed. And I use the excuse my girlfriend was from Texas. She taught me how to drive. And when she taught me how to drive, she
Your
said, go that
ex
way. I said,
was
I
from
think there's a
Texas?
median. She's like, that's not how we do it in Texas. Jump the median, and I would do it. And she didn't even have
No.
power steering. So I had to go like
No.
this and like turn it
No.
like four times. But I learned from her. I'll blame it on her forever. But I'm a menace. I'm a menace.
No. Oh my gosh. Yeah, my husband like scares me sometimes. He gets a temper
And my
about it.
wife can't do it. Like she can't drive. She says I can't do it. We're both dyslexic, but in different ways.
That
So
makes
she says
sense.
I can't do it. I can't do it, ever. And I understand. I really do because I'm a fucking menace. Like I can do it, but it's not good. So I do not respect. I don't respect the severity, the danger. I was man, this fucking blizzard starts
I
coming
can
down.
do it, but it's not good.
I'm going down to the highway and I could see the cars. and all their lights and shit. I turned up the other way on the ramp and went up that way and went over, and it was ice all over the ground. And I said, "Fuck it," I just went backward. I'm a
Yeah,
menace. I should not ever be in a car. You'll never
I
stop me though.
yeah, I get a little bit of anxiety. I've gotten a lot better about it, since I've just gotten older, and I'm like,
Hmm.
you just
Hmm.
got to decide what to care about and what not to care about. How much can I
I
really?
had to
I
when I
only
was
have so
learning
much
how to
energy
drive.
to expend. Yeah.
When I was learning how to drive, I was so like
To
unaware
build a
that I used
snowman.
to have to think about it. I had to think about it like the skateboard. I was like, I want to keep my back tail not hitting anybody. And that's all I could focus on. And when I do that, I forget where I am and listen to the radio, and then I'd become a fucking menace. And then, like, I'll be back on the road, guys. You can't stop me. Karen, do you want to build a snowman? Oh, you're trying to do. She's not in the Frozen category here. Come on.
The Frozen category. Do tell. What?
Oh, he wants you to sing that song from Frozen. We get copyrighted even if I sing it like I sound like her. We get
I don't
copyrighted
think
even
I.
if I sing it. That's how bad Disney is.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
don't.
that's now we're not singing Frozen now.
The Let It Go song. Yeah. Or no,
Oh,
do
I'd
you
love to
want to
sing.
build a
You're
snowman?
inspiring
Uh-huh.
me, but yeah, I'll get grabbed.
Yeah. I won't. That's not my favorite to sing. I,
What about do you like any of the Wizard of Oz songs?
oh, yeah. Like,
Which one?
um, I mean,
If I
probably
were
just
the
like the
king
OG.
of the forest,
Oh, I'm not gonna sing. Was that a
if I
munchkin?
were the king of the forest, like that.
Okay.
I would not be south of nothing. My head all full of stuffing,
Da-da-da-da-da.
my heart all full of pain. Do,
Yeah.
do, 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 do,
If
do, do.
I
Yeah,
only had
sing
a
some Wizard of
brain.
Oz. We can
Yeah.
get away with it. I can dance and be merry. Life could be a ding a dairy if
If
I
I
only had a
only had a
brain.
brain. Yeah. I
There we
just
go.
wanted
It's
to
your
put a
turn.
little
It's your
accent
turn.
on
I'm
it.
gonna
Yeah. What? Oh,
sing one of those
I'll
songs.
sing
I know
something
you
for
like those
you.
songs. Sing one of those songs, please.
I'll surprise you with something different. How's that?
No problem with that. No
I
problem
did a
with that.
short on my channel of this.
It's
Um,
not Huey Lewis. I'm not listening to Huey Lewis right
no,
now.
it's not. It's not
Some
Huey
another
Lewis.
day. Some
So
another day.
rest
All
assured,
right.
okay?
I
Looking
need a
out
new day.
on the
When the rain
morning
makes me spit,
rain,
Frankie. No, it's her.
I used to feel so uninspired. I didn't know just what was wrong with me. Lord, it made me feel so tired. The day I met you, something like that. Anyways, I could sing it, but
No,
I
no, no,
don't
no.
want
That
to
was
get too many
great. Yeah, that was
copyrights.
great. You can sing like 20 seconds. No, that was great. Don't
Okay,
let
all
me
right,
down. We're not doing that, Jessica. She was singing nice, singing all
yeah.
proper. Hearing angels' trumpets, devil's trombone.
Let's see. Uh, you make me feel.
There.
You make me feel. You make me feel like a natural woman. Woman. I like to sing jazz a lot and
Yeah, yeah. I would
soul a
have,
little
I would have
bit.
sang that with you. That's a good one. You make me feel. You make me feel.
I love
You
Aretha.
make me feel like a natural woman.
Oh, you're sweet, Frankie. Don't let me down. That's about all I know of
Hey,
it.
how about this
Don't
one? Maybe
let me down.
Sonny and Cher. Oh no, we're not gonna do Sonny and Cher. But listen, Jessica probably knows this one. It's Aguilera. Aguilera. You are beautiful, no matter what they say.
Say
Words
words
can't bring
can
me
bring me
down.
down.
Take that one. Take that one. What's up, Minnie?
That's a tough song to sing. Are you kidding me? Aguilera? Like all you gotta do
Really?
is like be like,
And
move.
excuse me.
She's
Excuse me.
very
I'm congested. I'm gruff in the throat. I'm not a good singer, but let me do this. You say it's hard. You are beautiful. Well, no matter what they say,
say
words can't
words
bring
can
me
bring me
down.
down.
No, it's from your heart. It's not a hard song. It's a love song. I love all you guys, and you are beautiful.
I don't know. I just don't think I'm like, yeah, I don't know. There's something on her
Oh
on that
shoot.
one. I couldn't hear you for a second.
Minnie's back home, but Minnie's sick. Oh my gosh. I love you so much. Where you been? He's been in California. He went to America's Got Talent. He went and dealt with the Venice Menace, the lady. What's her name?
I
Yeah,
don't know.
Pasadena. Yeah, yeah. And you know what, Minnie? If you would have talked to me, man, I would have told you to go talk to my lady up there in Pasadena on the boardwalk. But you didn't talk to me about. No, I'm just kidding. You wanted to see the Venice Menace. Okay, good for you. I love you, Minnie. You're the best. Minnie
Oh,
got me a keychain. You got me a keychain in the in the
oh,
airport. That's awesome, Minnie.
that's nice.
I know you didn't know in time, so you can just get me Chicago stuff. But I've always got you too, Minnie. I got your back.
Oh.
You went on
Well,
AGT. I know, isn't that something?
that's wild.
Right?
That's
It doesn't
amazing.
mean it's gonna air, but that experience is, you got to do it. You got to do it.
To do any part,
If you
that's
have the
amazing.
opportunity, go do it.
That yeah, that would be so. If that's part of my thing with singing,
Hmm.
is that I sometimes stage fright. It's a really weird, like exhilarating feeling that sometimes I don't know how to control very well. Because it's like I get really excited, but then sometimes like especially like when I was like competing and I had a vocal coach, and I did that for a while.
That's
That's
good.
been
That's
years.
good.
That's
So
been
you
years.
you
So
were really serious. You were really good, right? You were
it's
really
been
good.
years. Well, I mean, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But also, though, I was like my own worst enemy at the same time because I get too much in my head, and you get in your head, and it's really hard. So it's awesome, like when people can do both and not like just
So
lose their brain.
the
It was
the
too much
creative the
pressure for
creative
me sometimes.
the creative person, they can't be their own advocate really. They need like some sort of publicist. So when you have both responsibilities and you have to be good at it and you have to ask people to come look, it gets too hard. It's too
Yeah,
hard
or like
because
people,
you don't
and
want to put.
especially people are like, you're doing this right and you're doing this wrong. Especially like when you're like really that's a tough thing with studying music, is
Mhm.
like it can suck the joy out of it at times too. So you kind of gotta like reset it, because you can get
I
really
had
technical.
I had I had a Swiss um, pottery teacher. She skied her way to freedom out of Nazi, occupation and whatever. And
What?
what she did every time I made some piece of pottery, you know what she did? It's not perfect, Joe, and she smashed it right in front of my face. smashed it right in front of my face. So I have 3 pieces of poetry living, pieces of sculpture living that I made because she smashed
Three
all of them
pieces
in
of
my face.
poetry. I have 3 pieces of
I
living
had
poetry.
well, they were pieces of poetry to me because after she smashed all like my bad chapters, all I had left was the best. You
You
know what I
can't
mean? So
even
they
do
were
that stuff
pieces of
these days in schools. Like, what kind of schools do we go to, right?
nope, nope. We had to go. We had to go to her house. And by the way, a pottery wheel in her house was you have to kick it with your foot. There's no motor or whatever. You have to kick it with your foot. And she still
Wow.
stomped everything out that you did. It's not
Huh.
perfect, Joe. Right
Oh,
in your
check
face.
this out.
Before the kiln. You know what I mean? And that's the way to go. That's the way to
Check
go.
this
The
out
lady
what
that
Minnie
auditioned
says.
before you actually gave the judges a hard time. What kind of fool
Wow.
is that, man?
Who would do
What kind of
that?
fool is that? They got no cards. They got no cards.
They don't know how to play them. Yeah. Like,
They want to give them
really?
a hard time, man. Yo, I love Seacrest, but all of the Seacrest shows are get out. Hey, nice to see you. Get out. It's always exit stage left, dude.
Yeah.
That's what the Seacrest shows are.
Everybody thinks my last name is Seacrest. That's my
Oh
married
wow.
name is Segrest. Segrest.
Okay. Okay.
Actually it's Segrest, but it looks like it's Segrest. I don't know why I said that. It's
Seacrest.
Segrest.
Seacrest. Yeah.
But everybody's like
Seacrest.
Seacrest. So yeah. People are like, "Are you related
He's
to
a
Ryan?"
brilliant
And I'm
guy.
like, "No."
Ryan Seacrest is brilliant because if you ever see like the shows that he produced and stuff, like
The
Insatiable,
Kardashians, like he's the brainchild of the
he's
Kardashians.
a genius. He's a genius, yeah. And he's on American Idol, yes. But everything that he really does means, ha, thank you for your time. Get out. Like that's really what Seacrest does, and it's kind of wild. What's up, Patrick? How you doing?
He ages
But yeah,
well.
some lady giving him a hard time, yeah, it's not going to win you any favor. Remember, Minnie, like you said, you guys had to pretend. Oh, Simon's limo's coming up. Ha! And you guys all got to run to do the TV shoot shit.
Maybe they hope that that would give them some airtime.
It will. It will.
They're like, I'm not gonna make this shit, so
Right,
let's
right.
make
Oh,
a
oh, like
scene.
trying to be hard on him, right? Trying to be hard on him.
Let's
Trying to be
make a
one of those
scene.
funny actors. There was that one, you guys, oh my gosh, everybody's seen this on America's Got Talent or whatever. There was this guy with like red hair, red beard. He came in, he says, I want to sing. He probably had like one tooth in the front. I have two, so I'm not trying to diss him, but he probably had one. And he said, I think I can sing like, I think I can sing like, fuck, dude, Freddie Mercury. And he was like, you think you can sing
Stop.
like Freddie Mercury? And he was
Stop.
like, yeah. And so, like, one of the most
No.
amazing things in the world to me is how Freddie Mercury got away with that shit. Like, I don't even know how he figured that shit out, right? So, big up to Freddie Mercury right here, guys. But the guy said, "Oh, I think I could do that." And okay, well, what do you want to do? He says, "I want to do Bohemian Rhapsody," and he just sang so horrible, and it was so bad, and it
Oh,
was
it
like
was
this big huge
bad.
guy.
Oh, there's like a little part of you that's like, man, I wish that would have been really cool.
I
That would have
know. I
been
wish
pretty
that would have went
awesome.
better for him. I wish that would
Mamma
have
mia,
went better
mamma
for him.
mia.
He thinks he's as good as Freddie Mercury. I don't know what planet he lives on, but good luck,
What part did
and
he
nope.
start on?
Is this the real life? Is this the He was
Yeah.
that bad. He was like that. Holding a landslide. Oh, escape from reality. He was terrible. He was. And then he had to hit a bad note. Look up at the skies and see. He had to hit a bad note on all that. On top of all of that bullshit, he had to hit a bad
So
note.
bad. I
Like
was
I
just
couldn't
wondering
even
if he
do
did
that,
the Mamma
man.
Mia part. Mamma Mia, Mamma Mia.
Mamma mia, Mamma mia, Figaro, Magnifico. Oh, oh,
Figaro.
oh, 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 oh.
My vocal coach made me sing like opera sometimes. It's so hard. Yeah, yeah. I
I
was
had
like,
a really
yeah.
good, really qualified Paul Reed Smith guitar player
Hey, Patrick.
coach. I had a really good, really qualified guy in Maryland, Paul Reed Smith, certified teacher, and I couldn't do it. I spent like 2 weeks, and I was like, "You're
Just
wasting
two
my fucking
weeks.
time. You're wasting my
Just
time."
the
Well,
whole
no,
2 weeks.
not 2 weeks. I think I saw him like 8 times, whatever that was.
I'm sorry. I just had to do like the whole 2 weeks. Yeah.
Maybe it was 2 months. Maybe it was 2 months, but it was a whole waste of my time. I was like, no, it was a waste of my time.
It was the whole waste of my time.
It was a
Okay.
whole waste of my time. I was like, my whole thing was, who cares about music? I'm trying to talk. I'm trying to express myself.
Who
Fuck
cares
music. Like,
about
I didn't
music?
care.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I did not
Yeah.
care.
What are y'all here
It's
for?
just
I
my
don't know.
vehicle. When you write books, everybody thinks you're writing about yourself, so they judge you so hard. And that's
I
what I
don't
did.
know.
I
I have
stopped
never
writing
written
things
a
down.
book, so I don't know. But
I
yeah, my
did, but I
poetry,
stopped
I get
writing stuff down.
judged.
I stopped writing stuff down because I said every time you write shit down, they're like, "Oh, is that you? Oh, was that you?" And I'm like, "Get the fuck out of
Oh,
here!"
was
Like
that
main,
you or was that somebody
yeah, main
else?
character
Yeah.
syndrome or whatever.
Or
And
they're
I'm
trying
like,
to
I'm
figure
trying to
out
write
who
a
you're writing
story.
about.
Yeah, they always thought it was me. They always thought it was me. And I
Yeah.
didn't feel comfortable with that, so I decided I was like, music is fictional, and they can't burn songs.
You can't. Not technically.
You can't burn songs. I'll sing it
You
to you
can't.
tomorrow.
You can maybe burn the
So that's
sheet
what I
music.
changed my vehicle to. I don't write anything down. And most of my life, like for 20 years, when I write things down, I turn them into confetti and throw them away. I turn them into like tiny, tiny, And then here, my dad finally, my dad and myself here, we're reconvening, and he's like, what you got to worry about is what you
You're
wrote down. And
funny.
I was like, yeah, no shit. Yeah,
No
no shit.
shit. Here you go.
No shit. I don't write anything down.
I'm
Fuck all
having
that.
too
I
much
didn't even
fun.
think it. You can't prove it. I didn't think it.
I wish I had like I gotta find one of my poetry notebooks. I'll share a poem with
I'd
you
love to hear that.
before I
Yeah, because if
go.
I do poetry, it's just going to be like random
What?
and whatnot. But I'd love to hear something structured and nice.
Oh, it's okay. I mean, well, I don't know. I'm not always very structured and nice, but yeah.
We already wrote it.
I'll
You
share
already know it's
something.
it's beaten into form anyway. It's beaten into form if you've already written it.
Okay. Well, I
Art is in the
well then give me
framing.
like a few minutes. I'm gonna go find it and I'll
We got
I'll
plenty of
come
time. I'm
back.
so glad that you're still hanging in. It's cool.
I yeah, you caught me at a it's like you can't plan this shit, it just happens, right?
As
So
long as those kids be good, make those kids be good.
they be sleeping.
Cool, cool. Good
Yeah,
enough,
I'm
good enough.
stoked about that. Yeah. All right. I'll be back.
Then
Just
let's
give me a
hang
couple
out for a
minutes.
while.
I'm gonna find some poems. All right.
Awesome, I'm right here. You'd love me to write a little song. Patrick, what do you want me to write a song about, man? I got a song for Minnie. Minnie already knows this song. Um, I talked to Grady today. I said, Grady, you gotta make dungeons, man. You gotta stop having diversions, spending time up here. I said, Minnie's looking for it. Minnie wants you to just edit together some dungeons and drop them. Ping! I'm gonna pith all over it, but I got a song for Minnie right here because Minnie, Grady hates it when he says, you want it. So you got to do my song. You know you want it, Grady. I know it makes you crazy, Grady. What's wrong with Grady? He's not making dungeons soon enough, man. Jeez, he's slacking. He's slacking. He's working for Mr. Beast. People will come to his channel if he does a dungeon. Yeah, that's right. All he does is videos about you, right? Share the Grady George channel, man. You know you want it, Grady. Don't pretend like maybe. Yeah, he's slacking, bro. You gotta smack him into place, man. Like he said, "Oh, I'm not your manager. I'm just thinking out loud." I'm like, Psst, I heard that story before. He says, "Hey, I want Mormo to come up here." I said, "Yeah, that'll be cool, man. That'll be cool." I saw Mormo live tonight, Minnie. That was cool. Patrick, that was cool. Everybody, check out Mormo. Check out Grady. Just get him to do some real work, Minnie. Get him to stop, sitting on his fucking hands and not editing the dungeons. He's gonna do a reaction video on you and skateboard first. Then he's gonna interview skateboard. You know, when's he gonna do the dungeons, man? That's what I'm saying. Like, where are the dungeons? That's what the audience demands of Grady right now. Grady, we're not letting you go. It's your job. Do the dungeons. We want dungeons. Anyways, I'm off my soapbox. I'm off my soapbox, Minnie and Patrick. We're gonna do some poetry now. Care Bear's got some thick skin to hang out with us. I'll tell you that. Respect that. He better not trash you.
Okay, just give me
You
like
better not be
one more
lazy.
minute. I printed one out actually. Okay, I'll be back.
That's awesome. That's awesome, Care Bear. Your hair looks beautiful. I know,
Oh,
man.
thank you.
He's so lazy. He's so lazy. Let my Grady go. When Grady was in Minnie's hands, let my Grady go. You can't believe he'd make Minnie Manson wait. Oh, I know. He's just trying to flutter you up. Let my Grady go. When Grady was in Minnie's hands, let my Grady go. Yeah, he's a hippie. Yep, yep. Greasy haired hippie. Fasting and whatever. When you look up Grady George now, I swear to God, man, go on your YouTube, bro. You don't want to make a star wait. You're going to get a Death Star. You're going to get a Death Star. You're right, Minnie. P.S. Yeah, you're going to get him, bro. I'm supposed to be quiet. I'm sorry, I forgot. When Grady was in Minnie's hands, let my Grady go. Grady needs freedom. Prophecies of ancient wisdom. Right, right. Oh, hippie. Yeah, he's Patrick. Grady's pretty hippie too, man. Grady's pretty hippie too.
Okay, so my beets, these have died. Let me see. Oh, I'm gonna have to take this off to put this on. Hold up. If I can get these to connect. Okay. Can you hear me okay?
Absolutely. Can you hear me okay?
Joe? Absolutely. Can you hear me? Okay, yeah. All right,
I
cool.
can hear you.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Okay. So this is actually probably like one of my favorite ones. And it's called A Cautionary Tale, The Lovers and the Devil. It's kind of deep. My soul's sad love story. I have walked that thin line. My soul's sad love story, a purgatory of my own design. Free to make a choice, yet why do I feel so chained? I think I'm choosing love, but they don't feel the same. Chained by responsibility and the constructs of reality. I attract toxic souls to me like a moth to a flame. My birth card calculator couldn't be more right. Can I be dealt a different hand when there isn't the lesson? When this isn't the lesson of my soul's life? Free to make a choice, but why does it not feel like one? One misstep and you are never the same. Funny how the devil's number reduces to the lover's. That's no coincidence. It's the numerological chain that binds, an infinite loop in time. If I could really choose, I would go back to temperance before this whole mess began. I'd take
Oh,
my soul back from the clutches of the abyss it sank in, and I wouldn't wallow in the depths of pain, guilt, shame, and oppression just to taste the illusion of love. The temptation was not worth the high that rushed through every fiber of my being. It was not worth the opening my heart made to let them darken my light. I didn't realize how tender my heart can love and how quickly passion inebriates your bloodstream. I wanted to believe the delusion the devil and the lovers fed me. It preys upon the it preys upon the vulnerable. It finds you when you are at your weakest, broken by another or yourself. One misstep, and he found me. But damn, it sure made me feel alive. Their Capricorn moon embraced and consumed my Gemini sun. The irony of the astrology is just the icing on the cake. The synchronicity overwhelms me to this day. I'm picking up the pieces now, but the echoes still resonate. I wonder if the devil touched them like it did me, or were the words of love just a lie? But they left when the tower fell and pretended not to see me in the rubble. I like to think it touched them too, but I will never really know. Now I pray to be healed under the starry night, waiting for the sun's warmth to set me free and show me the joy that can exist within. Leave the devil behind always. It's not worth your time. I'm still trying to find the lovers in me, and know better now than to think it only comes from someone else. This is my soul's sad love story, a cautionary tale told at my expense. I'm still paying off the debt. Trust me, it's never ending. A lesson one simply can't forget. Like a bad tattoo that can't be removed. Cover it with new ink, but you always know what lurks underneath. And that's my poem. Joe, you there? Yeah.
in oh, you worry about that, please, Karen. You worry about that in like 2 seconds. Just chill, just chill. Like,
Where is Joe?
just chill. What it was, it's a bit spine tingling. It's a bit a lot. It's like I don't know how you tell somebody 3 years of yourself within 2 minutes, but I think you've done that. I think that's
I'll,
the power of words.
I'll take
Also,
that as a compliment.
you printed it out. You put your headphones on. You took it that seriously. I can hear myself bouncing off your phone or whatever. I don't know what that is, but yes, it was well told, like SJP said, and like I said, like maybe there's something about that, the way that poetry works, where you take an economy of words and you put them together in such a way that just in a few minutes we see so many
Oh, yeah, totally.
swathes of your life, so many things that you hold as um, sort of sacred
Thank
images
you.
that you have to solve. And thank you for putting them into words.
I love writing, just anything like singing, writing, communicating, just sharing, thoughts. Um, I did like write a bunch of haikus, and it's funny how you say like just selecting words, like haikus are very
Oh, sure.
short.
What is that? 44 different words? No, I'm just kidding. I
Five,
was just
okay,
making up.
so like five
I was, I
syllables.
was, I was joking. It was that joke is like, what is it?
Oh, sorry.
Twitter or whatever. It used to be 44
I'm just like
characters.
rolling right
Right?
over you too. That's funny.
No, no, that's funny. I'll roll over you too. But I was saying, like, wasn't that the old Twitter thing, like 44 characters? So I'm talking about a haiku. You got to cut the words down to the minimum, right?
Yes, syllables. So yeah, you even get a count, like it's a five syllables, then seven syllables, then five. Yeah. So, yeah, that card.
And they're all dirty, right? They're like limericks, right? They're all dirty. No, I'm just kidding.
Sometimes.
Dirty haikus, and dirty
Well, maybe
Irish
not
poems.
dirty, but like
No, I'm totally kidding. Limericks are notoriously dirty.
limericks. Yeah, of course they would be, right?
What do you think, Frankie? Frankie, bring it up. Tell us our favorite, muddy story that you learned back in Dublin's Fair City. Like, tell me the dirtiest limerick ever, mate. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But
No,
I
I
love.
would love to hear it. Actually, I love Irish accents.
Oh my
All right.
gosh. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what he would say. I'll tell you what Frankie would say. He probably left already. He's like, "What's your favorite dice? What's your favorite dice joke?" That's what he'll say. What's your favorite dice joke? And I'll say, "Little boy blue. He needed the money." That's my favorite dice joke. Sorry, guys. Have a
You're funny.
nursery rhyme.
I'm relearning all of these rhymes with my girls. They love them. Um, ooh, like
How
what's
old are they again? Are they like they're really young, right?
they're so young.
Like
They're
three,
gonna be
like
three.
three? Yeah,
They're gonna be three in May.
I understand.
Yeah, my Gemini twins. So weird. Gemini having Gemini twins. Oh, here's a haiku I
That
read.
is
This is
that's
cool.
really amazing. That's really amazing, actually. But
It's weird, right? It's kind of freaky. Ooh, I like this one a lot. It's about a spider web. And
can
this
I
will be the last
before you
one because
before
I
you
don't because
before
it's
you
like
read the
Kieran's
poem, let me tell
poetry
you one
hour.
thing. Before you read the poem, let me tell you one thing about twins.
Hmm.
Usually, one of them really, really likes me. The other one can't stand me. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? One of them I could get married to. The other one can't stand me. Whether boy or girl, it doesn't matter. I'm just saying, like, isn't that funny?
When I could, and it's funny. I bet
Why am I so
if this
divisive to the
theory
same genetics?
holds true, I would know which twin it would be, and yeah,
You could just do
mine.
it by eye. I
I
wish
would
I could
know.
do it by eye. I'm just saying, like, how come the same genetics could be that split that one of them, like,
I don't know. Oh,
All right, take
okay.
it over. Let's
My
read some poetry.
spider.
Thank you, Karen.
What? Did he just give this to me?
No, I said, take it over and read your poetry.
Okay. Yeah, it's really short. You don't really have to go anywhere. This is a I'm not going to bore y'all with all of my poems right
Whoops,
now.
whoops, whoops. My mistake. My mistake. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
All right. So I shared some poetry. I don't know. Maybe sung a line or two of a song. um, I'm not going to hula hoop for you. That's another hidden talent, but I'm not going to do that.
What is a talented hula hooper? One that can just like keep spinning with no touch, or how do you become
Oh
talented?
no, I
Like the hip?
can't do tricks. I can't do
Oh, okay.
tricks. Not really. I mean, I can do like my arm, like to spin
Yeah,
on
I
my
would
arm
think
and
like
stuff.
most hula hooping is less. It's less artistic. It's more like
I can just do it for a
exercise.
long time.
It's more like exercise, right? So it makes you feel good. It makes you strong and limber.
Yeah, it's good for your
Yeah,
midsection. I need to do it more. Yeah. Oh, it's
it's
nice
good
to
for your
meet you too.
cardiovascular system.
That was nice, Patrick. Thank you.
Yes,
I've had
Patrick.
fun
It's so awesome
tonight.
to see you.
Yeah, this is fun. We
We
gotta
got
do this again.
We got Sikandar Ali in the house, man. Mustachio Fantastico. And
Mustachio?
Mustachio Fantastico. And that is SGP's Muffin. Hi, Muffin. He said hi, SGP. Hi, Muffin. Hi,
Hi.
Cleo. My goodness, Muffin.
Muffin.
Isn't that a nice one?
Cute. That's cute.
You like to squeeze that big mustache and say, I love you, Muffin.
Aw.
I love all you guys, man.
I have had so much fun tonight. Yeah, I was saying I don't have
We'll
any more.
schedule. Yeah, just email me. Don't lose my
Yeah,
email, and that's how we keep it up.
I won't. Yeah, no, we gotta do this again. This is fun.
She's hugging a mustache. See how she said hugs? She's talking about a
Oh,
mustache. I love you, Muffin.
my cat that I had last year, she ran away. I had her for a long time, but she looked like she had a little mustache. She was so cute. I called her my little mustachio.
Yo, Cleo, how you doing?
She was so cute. Hey, Cleo.
Hi, Sikander. Respect to you, man. Salam, brother. That's my YouTube brother, man. You gotta watch Pakistan, when he's out there on the busy street.
I don't know. I love I meet so many cool people in here. Aw.
Uh-oh, look at
Oh,
that one.
stop.
Look at that one. Oh my
Well, thank
God.
y'all so much. Thank you. Yeah, just random. It worked out.
Thank you, Cleo. Thank you, Cleo. We'll just stay in touch. We'll do it another time. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, absolutely. Well, I've had so much fun. I've been on here for like 2 hours. It's crazy.
I know it's good.
It's been fun though. It's been awesome.
Can't you read? Can't you read? That's Karen. No, you can't read it all the time. At night, I can't see it. I can't see what it says. What
Oh,
is it? I'll
can't you
try
read?
to
Okay, I see what you mean.
interpret.
Yeah.
I'll try
I
to
know
interpret what it says.
the more the
It says
time goes on, I'm like this.
it says Karen X, or it says KRNNX Aka reindeer. I think it says. I think it's Karkanex or Raka reindeer or something like that. It's hard at night when you're old. When you got a
Yeah.
big mustache in the way too. But it's Care Bear, okay? Everybody sub up to her channel, and
Oh,
everybody.
Care Bear
I,
barter
I,
cards. Yeah.
I will remod you when we're in regular Seconder, but we're not. Are you sure? No, I'm never sure. I can't see.
All right. Well,
All
I've
right.
got to go to bed soon
Take
for
care of
my
yourself.
little.
Take care of yourself.
Yes, I
Thank
had
you.
so much fun. All right.
Me too.
Mwah.
Me
Night,
too.
everybody. Bye bye.
English can be impossible, man. I don't know English. I'm from Maryland. If you can read, no, I just can't see that far. Bye, Patrick. Oh, I mean, you're saying bye to Karen. Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. I'm going soon too. But not without a fight. Not without a fight. Was good to meet Karen. Karen's really cool. Yeah, Karen's been around. She has very young children, and they're twins. So she has very young 3 year olds or almost 3 year olds. What is an almost 3 year old? A threat. My wife and I, it's so hard when they're little ones, because it's so dangerous. We never like that, dude. So these almost 3 year old twins, yeah, they take a lot of her time, and it becomes very unpredictable. You was a little kid that had to learn too. Yep, yep, yep. Well, you didn't have to learn Urdu first. Gal pal, you didn't have to learn Urdu and then English. And he speaks New York. I speak BEV. because I'm from Maryland. Some of us are. Yeah, we didn't have time to learn all the Urdu, Hindu, Pashto, English, Hindi, Arabic, and New York all at once. We couldn't learn it all at once. You could have never been on YouTube when then your kids were little. Yeah, yeah. So it's amazing that she does. Yeah, sometimes she has to leave because they're twins and they're 3 or almost 3. Sometimes she has to leave. So we actually got like super lucky right now. We got lucky. You're always at work doing things. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Karen has a nice smile. Karen has a nice smile. She usually wears like, sort of the horn type things. And then she's got that beautiful hair, not only beautiful in volume and shape, but also in color, excuse me. So she has a very beautiful hair that I think has a color and shape worthy of, you know, worthy of some looks. Nice art, visual art. Little boy Blue, he needed the money. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. All right. I forgot I'm supposed to be. You have a wonderful haircut, yeah. Thank you, brother. You speak Northern Tennessee and Hilly Billy. Cleo, is that coffee ready yet? Shit. Hilly Billy. I speak Hilly Billy too. I speak Hilly Billy. Yeah, I guess I gotta put this weed in the grinder. I'm really trying to get a new joint going, man. No offense. Oh, I got all those or I got a couple of Stoke, what do you call it? Iced coffees. They have I don't know, man, 500 milligrams in each because they're huge. They're like fucking 40s. Pretty huge. I could go ahead and hit that. I guess I'd be here for a while. This is gonna be the longest joint I've ever rolled in my life. It's actually gonna take me like 20 fucking minutes to roll this joint. What the hell? All right, here we go. Now we got it. Now I got it. Starting to make me wonder about myself. Patrick, want a coffee with sugar or no sugar? Sugar, cardamom, and a little bit of milk, my brother. A little bit of cardamom, a little bit of milk. That's the way we do it. Light sugar. Oh, okay, light sugar. There you go. Peace. I love that. Thanks for everybody being in at this not so late time. Yes, it is. My clock is broken. You take yours black. I do too. Just like my man Siberian. Oh, black and bitter. No, I'm just kidding. I like 'em black and bitter, just like my women's. No cream in them, no sweetness abound. I like 'em black and bitter, just like my girls. You wouldn't know. I bet you wouldn't. Yeah, that's what they say. Once you go bitter, you never go back. You wouldn't know. I'm just here for the abuse. That's okay because I like the abuse. Yeah, 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 yeah. You wouldn't know. Good for you. I don't need to know either. But I've been there and I've been back. And I'll tell you what, don't do that. But Daron was black. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got black everything. We got everything, man. We got everything in our family. We got that, everything else, whatever. Ain't no difference. Ain't no difference. I can't believe people who worry about what other people do or where they came from or what they look like. They're so stupid and full of shit. I don't care what anybody does. They're just my friends. I love everybody. Do your own fucking thing. I don't care what color you are. We got every fucking gender, genre. We got pre-ops, post-ops. We got everything in our family, man. And the culture wars are all bullshit, and everybody hating each other, You're serving the wrong masters. Don't hate each other. Because if you hate each other, you hate yourself. Yep. Yep. If you're hating others, you're hating yourself, bro. And you're a fool and you're working for the wrong master, man. You're working for the wrong person. Right on, right on. Thank you, Shahir. Thank you, Patrick. I don't know what the fuck, man. They say don't waste these raw papers, but these are pieces of shit sometimes. They cost a penny, which is cool, but sometimes they really suck. Trying to get something out of them. I respect that for you guys, man. Yeah, don't hate each other, man. That's the whole, you know, divide and conquer deal. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. So, like I say, Shahir, respect, salam to you, man, and respect to those two, like the Hindus and the Hindis, and all there. Yeah. So you guys don't have to hate each other either, right? Muslims, Hindis, all of us, we can all get together, man. We can all get along because we're all the same thing, human beings experiencing this life, hopefully together. Hopefully you guys are not fake and not wondering, but just are real. That's good. I don't know. You did? Yeah. Not a fan of teal? Yeah. I don't know if you like teal. I like this. Yeah, this is teal, right? My lighter and stuff. I like that color. I like a very very specific Microsoft color. It's a lot greener than this. Actually, like, am I having too much teal in my channel for you too? I mean, I'll get rid of it. Seriously, Patrick, if it's not cool, I'll get rid of it. I need to crowdsource a little bit. Yeah, so my teal lighter, I guess, here with the surfer. Yeah, the color that I really, really love, it's a little more green than that teal. 26, 26 is a baby child. You know what I mean? What's up, Jess? 26 is a baby child, man. Young person. I don't know if you know what you want when you're 26. Yo, Cleo. Yo, Siberian. Yo, Jess. Jess, why don't you come up? Did I not share it well enough with you? Come on up, Jess. Come on up. Session was lucky and had a date with you. Yeah, yeah, cool. He could be 26 forever. Yeah, if he died, Cleo, don't be like that. Sparking up your last joint. Jessica, join Jessica. What the heck? What the heck? Cleo go up on the panel. Yeah, I've never met Cleo. Patrick and Cleo, do you know each other? I mean, I don't really know you guys either that well, you know? I wish I did, you know? Talk to me, guys. Talk to me, you know? They'd arrange for a lady to come over here and marry him, yeah? Yeah. Yeah, I got married for my citizenship, you remember? I got married for my citizenship. I don't give a shit about it, you know? I'm not beholden to law and order or whatever. I never signed a compact with anybody, and I did it. Now I'm a citizen. Yo, there we go. Cleo and you are good friends. Oh, good, cool. All right. I don't know either one of you that well. That's what I'm saying, you know. But it's nice, man. It's nice. I want to. Yeah, that's messed up. Yeah, you see that, gal pal? That's bullshit. You know, that's that bad stuff, man. Yeah, I grew up in Maryland with. We had a couple of boat lifts. You know, people coming from overseas, couple of boat lifts. We had to deal with it. You know, some of them were horrible bad actors. Some of them were straight gangsters from where they were from. Yeah, they were straight gangsters from where they were from. You know, whether it be the Caribbean or whatever. We had boat lifts, bro. We had to deal with shit like that, you know? You went out a few times. He treats you like he's normal. He treats himself like he's normal. And then, you know, it's, I need a white girl. I need a white girl to marry me. Yeah. You got a giant jet. You got a giant jet. Oh, I thought it was a tit. I'm sorry. Yo, see you later, SA. See you soon, bro. Yeah, they would harm you. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you got straight gangsters coming, you know? I'll talk to you later, too, my brother. Salam. Jessica, come up. Don't worry about your zit. How do you want to cover it? You could put a face shield. You could put makeup. Come on up, Jessica. Shut up about your zit and come up. Shut up about your zit and come up. One, two, no. Come on, Jessica. Come on up. Cover it. You can cover it. You can cover it, Jess, but we can talk, we can sing, we can have a good time. Come on up. Jesus, man. What am I sitting here for, man? I could go to sleep. I don't care to. I had a great time with Smooth Keys and Care Bear, even Grady, you know, even though Grady needs to get on those dungeons. Grady needs to get on those dungeons. Get back to work, Grady. Stop wasting time over here. Please don't take the Lord's name. Did I? Did I say GD? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Sabian. I didn't even know I did it. I apologize. I said GD. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it in any sort of direct way. No disrespect. Did I say JC or did I say GD? Either one, I guess, would be in vain. And I don't mean to do either. You know, I really don't. I'm just speaking colloquially. It's not literal. It's not literal. I don't have any gods. I mean, I have direction, the God, but I don't have any gods. What I try to do is focus in on all of the possible things on the board, and I try to do a good man navigation, but I don't know. I can't trust myself. I don't know if my motivations are pure. I have no idea. I could be a really, really horrible person and I'm just not aware of it because I don't really have a choice when I act. I think it's because I'm only going to do what's my idea, but I'm open to programming and I feel like an animal. I feel like an animal that's following instincts, whether they're mine or whether they're programmed in. I don't know any different. Trying. What I want to do is try to be respectful, so I'm sorry about that, gal pal. I don't think I'll ever change the way I speak, but there wasn't any nasty intention behind it. It'd be nice if you come up here, Jessica. I don't think you will, right? But that's okay. We'll see. You will see each other later. I tell you, when you have your seats, you yell out everything. Yeah. Yeah, I really, in the long term, I don't think I'll change how I speak. I don't think I can, Gal Pal. But I don't want to offend anybody, and especially here. Here, I want everybody to feel comfortable and invited. Part of the deal that I'm trying to work on, trying to be more quiet, more respectful, you know, more less rude. Excuse me, less rude. Trying to do shit like that. Got bad habits, man. I just care too much. That's my worst fucking skill. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry. I just care too much. I work too damn hard. You know? That's my that's my downfall. I work too damn hard. What do you think your biggest weakness is? I care too damn much. I work too damn hard. Ha! I don't even care about accolades or play. That's what's wrong with me. See you guys tomorrow. I love you. I mean, I won't. I'll see you on Tuesday.